So I'm here because I'm going to hit you with a disclaimer. Why? Like, my verb of choice is always hit. Don't ask me why it's hit. It's a very violent word of choice. Oh shit, man. I'm sorry about the I'm sorry about the quality of the sound. The camera is positioned in a very weird way, and because I'm not in my normal space, the sound is a little bit different. And I just moved here because there's raucous happening outside my window, and I was like, there's no point in recording a YouTube video when there's raucous happening in the background. So I came here just for today's vlog. I hope that it's okay with y'all. Usual location that I'm usually in. I'm actually sitting in the first place where I filmed my second YouTube video. It was like a clothing haul or something. That was back in the day. Wow, I remember that day. Well, I'm in that room again, and today we are not coming with English. Basically, today's video is going to be about what happened over the past weekend, another weekend vlog, and this one was pretty interesting because we got Gunna in today's vlog. So it's the weekend that has just passed. It was very, very entertaining and a lot has happened, so I'm going to fill you in on all of that. If you're not at the Be Us Russian Bear event, this is going to capture all that happened over there, as well as Gunna's performance. I also went a couple of places, did a couple of things this weekend, so we are going to be talking about a very productive and fun weekend. If you're new to my channel, what's up? It's nice to meet you. My name is KingTash and it's so good to see you here. If you're not new, welcome back, King family. It is so good to see you here. I'm always so peppy in intros. I'm always like, yes, let's go. If you do not follow me on social media, please make sure to check my links out in the description below and I'll follow you back. Let's have a discussion, let's have some fun. Anything that I mentioned in this video will be linked down below, including locations and people. Check the description if you're interested in anything that I have to tell you. And let's just jump right into this video. On Friday night, or Friday in general, I did not really do anything. I literally don't remember doing anything on Friday. Oh no, actually I'm lying to you. Literally the whole time in my head I was like, on Friday I did nothing. You better say that on camera. But I actually did. So my sister works for an engineering company and she's quite high up in the field. I think she's almost on management levels, and so she travels quite a lot for business. So she arrived back in South Africa last week Friday from the UK, and she went from China, then she went to the UK, then she came back home. So I fetched her from the airport. I'm sorry if my t-shirt brightness irritates you. I am sitting directly in front of the window, so I apologize about that. Oh yes, so then we went for lunch afterwards at Food Lovers Market in Hillfox. Now for those of you who have never eaten at the Food Lovers Market Cafe, firstly, their prices are damn good. Food Lovers Market in general is like the one place you can buy good quality food at a good price. But second, quality of their food was just top tier. It was amazing. I freaking love the food there. I had an halloumi and avo salad, probably the best halloumi and avo salad ever, because I'm not a very halloumi person, but like over this weekend halloumi was just in every meal, and I was like, okay, well, I've accepted the fact that I'm now an halloumi person. Thereafter we went back to her place. Now she had bought me Sephora face masks. I can preach about Sephora face masks until the end of time. However, if you have never tried a Sephora face mask, if you know of a relative who's going overseas or someone who can get them for you, or if you're willing to order them online and ship them to South Africa or wherever you are, do it. It is so worth it to pay the money for those face masks. I know in euros they're about €3.40, which in rands is almost 50 rand, if not over 50 rand. For a face mask, that's actually a very reasonable price, if not more cheaper than the face mask that we pay for at a local discount or clicks. That's the first thing. The second thing is the way they leave your skin after you use them. I have never, this is not sponsored by Sephora or anything like that. However, the quality of their face masks, I've never tried a Sephora product in my life, and their first one was their face masks, the sheet masks in particular. And let me just say, like, I highly recommend. I'm not a very face mask type of person. I literally hardly ever do face masks, but when I do, I will literally only use a Sephora face mask until I find something that beats that. But they're very, very affordable, and I suggest that if you can get a hold of them, get them. My sister got me some, and I'm just so grateful that she got them. And I used the vitamin A one at the beginning of this week. guys, my skin, like you can see it's glowing, right? Like I'm not wearing any foundation or concealer at the moment. It's also just the lighting that makes my skin look very good. This is like the quality of the face mask, like the natural glow is from the face mask, and I've just used a Sephora face mask if you want to see results on your skin. Yeah, basically that was all that happened that day. Picked up from the airport, went for lunch, nothing too big, nothing too serious.
Donkeys on the beat.
Then the next day was obviously Be Us Russian Bear. Now, story time about this event because it's actually quite a deep one. I never knew Gunna was coming to South Africa since it was announced. Literally, nobody was talking about it around me. Nobody was hyping up the event until about the week of the event. So it was about Wednesday. The event was on Saturday and it was about Wednesday, and I was like chatting to someone or something, and they told me that they were going to Yardie, and I was like, oh, Yardie's coming, and they were like, yeah, Gunna's coming too. And I was like, hold up, are they coming on the same night? And then they were like, no, Gunna's coming on Saturday. And I was like, Gunna is in my top 5 favorite artists. So for someone to like me to hear that Gunna was coming, I was one of those people who were close to the edge when I was told about this. Then I realized that the poster that Gunna's face was on, I was just ignoring the whole week. I legit was just ignoring that poster the whole week. I was just like, this is just another event. I'm not even gonna look at it. And I was looking, I could only see Nasty C's face. That was the only thing on the poster grabbing my attention. And like I completely ignored Gunna's face. I didn't even recognize him on the poster. And then somebody was like, yeah, no, it's the Russian Bear event. And I'm like, I've been skipping this poster since I saw it on Instagram. What the hell? And then eventually I realized, damn, like this whole entire time I've just been skipping the poster. However, it was a finesse to get the tickets, but you know your girl always does her thing, and I went. I don't have words to describe how sick the time was. So the entire concert itself, like the day part of the concert, was okay. The music genre wasn't really going, it wasn't hitting, it wasn't booming, but I was in really good company the whole time, and I was with good people who were literally making me laugh the whole time, but like a good vibe. I saw all faces that I wanted to see. I had a good time and couldn't complain about the day. And then the night part arrived. It was when like Gunna and Nasty C and Black Coffee were coming onto stage. Black Coffee's set was also really nice. I think his set was the one I recorded the most in the vlog. Nasty C I didn't get too much, but I did catch some things. And so remember with Sports Scene, if you guys haven't watched that video, just go watch it. I will leave the link in the description below. But I didn't manage to capture any of the performances that happened in the nighttime, but I captured the Sports Scene day part of the event. Am I making sense? So with this one, I recorded up to Nasty C, and my phone died as Nasty C left the stage. However, I still have content of Gunna's performances. However, the resolution is terrible because it's been like passed down through about 100 phones before it got to me. And also it wasn't like taken live, so the videos that I do have of the performance are other people's videos. However, I did want to include them because I had access to them and I really wanted you guys to see Gunna on stage. It was so amazing. So I did not know that it was going to be so lit. Like, I've watched a couple of international acts in my lifetime, especially hip-hop ones, and Gunna has ranked top so far. Like, Gunna's stage presence and his performance is hands down wild. He knew how to drive the crowd. Like, he could have just stood on stage and the crowd would have still been hyping, but his interaction and his connection with the crowd was just top tier. Also very like humble, down to earth artist. No like arrogance, no finesse. He was just literally so much fun to watch. I remember when he actually came on stage, I was in the VIP section with a friend and we were at the bar. So I wasn't like there directly when he got on stage. But by the time I walked back to the crowd, he was like speaking to the crowd and he was like, this was my favorite moment. This is when I lost my morals. He was talking about his outfit and he mentioned his V-Lone jacket. And that's a line in Space Cadet. So I knew Space Cadet is coming after he describes his outfits. And then the DJ press play. Wow. There are videos of the crowd's reactions to all of these things. Space Cadet is at the end of the video, you'll be able to see. But the way people reacted to Gunna literally like showed me like, wow, okay, this guy actually is amazing. He means something, he's super cool, and what a vibe. Just what a vibe.
A may be on the track.
Loyalty defined. There's no surprise, it came at the perfect time. Just to keep me in the sky. Let me hear. God flow. Hey, okay, I'll try. Even on the trees, it's a big day. Coming to a G, cause I'm cool right. I'm my fans and the fans. I was born to say, she been on our bitches. Cause I like to hit her when nobody has me.
Well, I've never watched a live act that was that entertaining before. Like, I could not keep my eyes off Gunna. Like, no matter where I was, it's a little bit of a struggle for me to get to that point, like to feel hype, and especially if the energy isn't reciprocating that hype. However, at Gunna's concert, like, everybody was just so hype, as if everybody was on a natural ecstasy. Everybody was just in a very good mood when Gunna came on. It was raining and pouring the whole night up. Like, from a certain point onwards, it was just thunderstorming. Nobody left. Everybody was so persistent on seeing Gunna. It was during Miss Cosmo's set going into Nasty C set, and like the rain was just pouring so hard. And my friend Indigo Stella, who is an singer, you can go follow her on Instagram, go check out her music too. Her music is amazing. I was with her the whole day, and we got stuck on stage at one point and we didn't have the right bands. Like, I had a general band and she had a guest artist tag, but we had to have like the elite bands. So we were hanging around backstage, not even backstage, on stage for the showers, and we were talking to Miss Cosmo and like having a great time. And yes, we had to move later back into the area that we were allowed in, but at the end of the day, like, we were just like, we made Nasty C while we were backstage. We had conversations with Miss Cosmo. We were having like the best time ever. Yeah, Gunna, another thing as an artist that I respect is if you are on time. So Gunna was really on time. Like 2 minutes past 9, I looked at my watch and Gunna was on stage. And his DJ was also like already there like 20-15 minutes before Gunna came on stage. And his DJ, if you were there, you know what I'm about to talk about. The voice. Guys who were there, what do we say about Gunna's DJ's voice? Was I the only one who was genuinely confused about the gender? Because like, when the DJ first spoke into the mic, like, he was like, y'all ready? And we were all like, hey man, we ready. Then he started like cheering it up. Open it up. Guys, the voice was so high-pitched. But like, not high-pitched in a bad way, just he sounded very female. And like, every time he hyped the crowd out, he would go like, 3, 2, 1. But like, that was the pitch. And I was just so confused. But it was working very well, but it was just so shocking because when he spoke, he sounded like a genuine dude. But when he hyped up, it was a different story. When Hot came on the song, that was my favorite moment. I lost my morals again. Like, I picked up my morals when I left the concert, but like for Gunna's performance, I don't know where they went. And I was literally mosh pitting with like all the people who were drunk. Like, I was sober for the concert, well, for the Gunna's performance, but I felt like I was on a high just because of all the energy around me. And I was like jumping and hyping to Hot. And even the DJ came off the decks and he was just standing next to Gunna and also just like having a great ass time. Like, everybody just had a good time that night. Even Gunna kept on saying like, you motherfucking South Africans are so lit. Just know Gunna was the best international act I've watched hands down. And by the time I got home, I literally felt like it was New Year's Eve, it was New Year's Day, it was New Year's Day for about 3 years. But I woke up the next morning on a very chill tip, and then I get a text from my homie, which I forgot that I made plans with, and she was like, let's go smoke pipe. Here I am on level 0, like my ankles, my calves, my legs are just sore from constantly standing on my tippy toes in the jump. Arms are sore, hair still wet from all the rain, bed wet from being in the rain even though my bed was indoors. Does that even? No. I basically, the next day, it's a very short clip that I have to show you, but I went for like lunch at Scrooge in Greenside with my homies.
Everything's fine.
And we just had a good time, chilled, spoke a bit, caught up. Very chilled Sunday, it wasn't too hectic. Afterwards I got home. I still managed to work on Sunday evening even though I was on level 0. Like the entire weekend I was just on a tip, I was just too hype, I was busy, I was here and there, and I was working quite a bit because during last week I worked a hell of a lot. However, when it came to the weekend, I stopped working a bit, but I still on Sunday sat and I was like, okay, let's work. And I was like, yeah, girl, you're not tired. I had a very, very good weekend. It was so productive and very fun. And I got to watch one of my top 5 acts perform live. And I can say that I can scratch that off my bucket list. My first act, or the first person that I want to watch perform live on my bucket list, is A$AP Rocky. And that is because he is genuinely one of my favorite artists, but also because like his performances are crazy. Like I watched a collab he did with Tame Impala at Coachella either this year or last year, and it was a crazy set because you know Tame Impala's music is trippy. So Tame Impala was doing like the backtrack of some of A$AP Rocky songs to his set at Coachella, but it made his songs just sound more A$AP Rocky with Tame Impala. Like I don't know, it was crazy. I want to watch a Tame Impala times A$AP Rocky set in my lifetime, and if I don't, as long as it's A$AP Rocky at Coachella, like I would have said that I've done it all and I've seen it all. I've already seen it all, but like once I see A$AP Rocky, I've seen it all. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to like the video, comment down below what you thought, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to come back again next week. We are doing a lot of fun stuff. Let me know if you're at the Gunna concert. Let's have a discussion about it because I'm still not over it. I woke up on the Sunday morning and I played the playlist that I made of all of Gunna's songs, and he literally performed all the songs that I knew, and I was like, thank God. There were a few points and I was like standing in the crowd and I was like, I wish I knew the song. And then other times other people were standing still and I was there with every bar like going ham. Best. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next week and we out.